So
No.
let's start with the Saints, New Orleans Saints. Obviously, we'll start with you, Sky, to begin with. I mean, it's going to be sort of the same case, I think, for all these teams we talk about. And like, what do they need to do more of to be a successful team? Because they had a strong season. Derek Carr's come in. I mean, I think that the smart NFL fans out there know that Derek Carr is a competent, good quarterback, and you can win with competency, and he's been pretty decent. And I think underrated myself. I think underrated, but I don't know whether that's a blanket thing. I think people who really enjoy their NFL and don't just sort of look at the splashy names know that he was pretty decent for the Raiders for quite a while. But what more do the Saints need to do to sort of build back? Like I said, since Drew Brees and Sean Payton have gone, it's felt like they've never really recovered from that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm repeating myself, and it's probably not one that a lot of people talk about. It's just this cap situation. Like, I know I don't know. It's like me when I probably played Madden for the first time, like 15 years ago. I don't know what they've done, and they obviously just had such especially now where the salary. I know contracts get bigger and it evens out with salary caps, but they just seem to not be able to manage it. And I think until they get under control, the franchise in general might be harsh, but I just think mediocre. Yeah, they've kept Chase Young. Their defense, people always make an argument. It's legit. It keeps them in games. I think the only good thing you can say about the Saints really is that you'd want people like Olave and Kamara on your team on fantasy. But would you actually want them on, you'd want them on your actual team? I don't even know if I want Derek Carr throwing to him. I feel like I'm going to be harsh on him again as well. 3 years ago, I probably would have said the same as you, Fred. I think he's maybe a little bit underappreciated. But now I've watched him on the Saints. I'm like, what does he actually offer? He seems to only turn up when they're behind in games. Like he's a quarterback who, I don't know. I feel like he's the one who you could watch on a Thursday night football against a division rival and he might pull out a great performance, but he's not a great quarterback who's going to ever take you to a championship game or a Super Bowl. So really what I'm saying, Saints fans, is don't expect much.
Obviously, Dennis Allen took up the mantle, Adam, and has sort of kept that sort of fundamental thing that the Saints always had, where it has been a pretty decent defense a lot of the time. But do you think, how long do you think he can sort of ride that coattail? Because, it might be good if the defense keeps in game, but then if you're not scoring points, I know they've had sort of injury problems as well. I know Kamara can be very in and out. But yeah, what does he need to do to sort of make this team like exciting, really? Because it feels drab. It feels like there was a time where Kamara was just so electric, so lightning, and Michael Thomas and players like that, and then it's just sort of gone very downhill.
You're asking me the impossible question: how to make the Saints exciting? I really don't know. I can't help you with that. Nothing's changed. I don't think anything's really changed for them in this off-season, which is kind of a little bit depressing. I think their cap, as Sky said, their cap situation is so bad and it's so all over the place, where they have just gone in on with Drew Brees that they're now paying for that, and it's very difficult. The defense will continue to be a top 10 defense, in my opinion. I think they've do very well. They did very well under Payton. They will continue to do very well. They didn't. I mean, even when you look at what they added, they didn't really add that much. And the only real splashing signing they made was Chase Young. And you sort of think, well, that's your defense, which is already pretty good. So they did bring in Cedric Wilson. I don't think that's going to move the needle that much for the wide receiver core. Again, like, I think Talisa Fawanga, they brought in their first round pick. He will do very well. He's going to be ideal there. And I do like Kool-Aid McKinstry as well at corner. I think their first two picks were great. But I just think they're a solid team that's just going to carry on going down this same route. I just don't see anything changing for them. And so because of that, I think they've got a chance to win the division. They really do, because that's how bad the rest of the teams are. I'm going to sell this division to everyone. That's how bad the rest of them are. So it's like they do have a chance. I have their ceiling at 10. I think they could improve a little bit, but the floor is 7, and you're gonna hear that quite a lot, I think, for this division. I just think they need to improve the offense. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. And also, Shaheed's already gone down with a hamstring injury, which is concerning because all hamstring injuries niggle and go on forever, which is a shame. I think it's going to be tough for them to do anything exciting, to be honest.
They should have
also-
got Tyler Boyd. Sorry, they should have got someone. You know, like these free agents who are about. I know it's to someone we didn't talk about when we talk about the Titans, but they just seem to always be one step behind.
They're also going to be missing Ryan Ramczyk as well. Like that's huge for them on the O line.